Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Education for Aspirants. Today I am going to discuss the concept of finite automata. So let's move to discuss the concept of finite automata. An automation with a finite number of states is called as a finite automation, and it is otherwise known as finite state machine, or we can say that is finite automata. Clear? So if the number of states used inside the machine is finite, then that automation machine is called as finite automata. A finite automata can be represented with 5 different tuples, such as Q represented as finite state of states. So we can write that is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, like this finite collection of states. And sigma is finite set of symbols or input symbols, we can say, that is we can use 0, 1, we can use AB. Clear? Like this, it is the collection of some input terminals. Delta is the transition function. Transition function means mapping function. Okay, so inside the means automation machine, by consuming a input terminal, we will move from one state to another state. So mathematically we can write that, so delta equals to Q mapped with any input symbol which will produce to a new state, that is belongs to also Q. Why I wrote here Q? Q is the finite collection of states, means all the states are belongs to Q, and sigma, it is the all the input terminals are coming under sigma. So after consuming a input terminal on a state, we are moving to a new state, that is represented by delta. Q0 is the initial state and F is the final state. Clear? Remember, in a finite automation machine, there may be more than one final state, but there should be a single initial state. Okay, that's why it is represented as F is the subset or equal with Q. I hope everybody understood. Then now we'll go to discuss the different categories of finite automata. In general, the finite automata has divided into two types. One is deterministic finite automata, second is non-deterministic finite automata. The deterministic finite automata, we can call it as DFA. Similarly, the non-deterministic finite automata, we can call it as NDFA, or we can say also NFA. Let's see the difference between these two categories of finite automata with a simple example. In this figure, by taking the input 0 on Q0, we are moving to the state Q1. Similarly, by taking the input 1 on Q0, we are moving to the state Q2. Means from Q0, if you consume 0, you can move only to Q1, and on Q0, if you consume the input 1, you can move to Q2. So it is defined. Okay, so that's why such type of means finite automata is called as deterministic finite automata. Whereas coming to this figure, in this figure, by consuming the input 0 on Q0, we are moving to Q1 state, and in another transaction, by taking the input 0 on Q0, we are again moving to Q2. That means here by consuming 0 on Q0, to which state we will move, it is not defined, it is not determined. Okay, sometimes we will move to Q1 and sometimes we will move to Q2. Due to this reason, this type of finite automata is called as non-deterministic finite automata. I hope everybody understood. Now we will move to the rules of deterministic finite automata. As per the rule of DFA, it is saying that in the transition diagram, by consuming an input symbol on a state, we can move to a specific state only. See here in this figure, on Q0, if you consume 0, you are moving to Q1. So as per the rule, it is saying that on the same figure, in the same transition diagram, Q0 should not consider 0 to move any other state other than Q1. I hope understood, because by considering 0 on Q0, it is moving Q1. Similarly, by considering the input 1 on Q0, it is moving to Q2. Clear? That means by considering the input 0 and 1 on Q0, so we can move to a specific state, that is Q1 and Q2 respectively. Similarly, you can see on Q1 takes 0, it stayed on the same state Q1, and Q1 takes 1 to move Q2. Means it is taking 0 to stay on same state and taking 1 it is moving to Q2, right? Then coming to the Q2 is taking 0 to move Q1 and Q2 is taking 1 as input to move Q0. I hope you understood. Then let's move to the second rule. The second rule is each and every state must consume every input symbol only once. Clear? Means how many inputs are there? For example, let input set is 0, 1. Okay? Means every state inside the transitional diagram must consume these two inputs inside the finite automation. Clear? So see here, Q0 consumed 0 and 1, Q1 consumed 0 and 1, Q2 also consumed 0 and 1. Clear? Every state consumed 0 and 1. Hence we can say that figure is a DFA. Now we will move to discuss the non-deterministic finite automata. As for the rules of non-deterministic finite automata, by consuming an input symbol on a state, we can move to more than one state. Clear? Because it is non-deterministic, right? Means there is no rule defined that on a particular state after consuming a input to which state it will move. Hence it is called as non-deterministic, right? As per the definition. So that only it is saying here, by considering a particular input symbol on a state, you can move to more than one state. Okay? But in case of DFA, you can move to a specific state only. So let's see here in the figure, on Q0, after consuming 0, you are in the same state, that is a self loop, and on Q0, if you consume 0, then you are moving to Q1, right? Means by considering 0 on Q0, you can move to two states. One is Q0, second is Q1, right? Then what is the second rule? The second rule is, in the transitional diagram, it is not compulsory that all the states must consume every input symbol. Clear? So remember that DFA. In the DFA, it represented that inside the transition diagram, every state must consume every inputs. But as for the NFA, it is saying that there is no restriction. That means a state may consider all the inputs, a state may consider few inputs, and a state may not take also any input for its transition. Clear? So see here in the figure, Q0 consider 0 and 1 to make different transition, right? Then Q1 takes only one input to move Q2, right? But Q2 has not considered any input to make any transition. Clear? In the figure, there is no transition present from Q2, right? So that is defined by the NFA, that is satisfied by the NFA. So from this concept, we came to know that to create the transition diagram, there is no rule in non-deterministic finite automata because it is totally non-deterministic. But when you are designing the DFA, at that time you must follow two rules. One is every state must consider all the inputs to make transition into other states. Second rule is by considering a specific input symbol, we can move to a particular state only. We cannot move more than one state. Clear? These are the two rules you need to follow at the time of designing the transition diagram of DFA. So this is all about your finite automata. Here we have discussed what finite automata is and what are the different categories of finite automata, and the rules belongs to different finite automata. Clear? So in my next lecture, we will take some examples to design the non-deterministic finite automata, that is NFA. Thank you.